Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Too Much Tech, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Razer's brand new Viper gaming mouse. It's a lightweight mouse, ultra lightweight mouse, weighing only at 69 grams, and it also has a really comfortable design and a few notable features. Let's talk about the build quality first. So basically it's an extremely lightweight plastic design that they were able to achieve without doing any honeycombing or cutting out the plastic and the shell to drop the weight. I don't know what kind of magic plastic that they used, but it's probably extremely thin. But it is pretty durable too, and it doesn't feel cheap. And that's what I personally like about it. It does feel really solid, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna break in a couple, maybe 1 year, 2 year. Good thing it comes with a 2-year warranty, just in case something happens, but I really don't think you have too much to worry about. It's got a nice ambidextrous design because, well, most of the lightweight mice that have been coming out recently have only been for right-handed users, or they would only have the buttons on the right side of the mouse. So it's nice that Razer included the buttons on both sides of the mouse so that everyone could have a super lightweight mouse. They've got rubber grips on both sides of the mouse, so if you don't like the feel of having hard plastic on the side of your mouse where your thumb rests, well, I guess they've got you covered here. They're using Razer's 16,000 DPI 5G optical sensor, so it's a pretty nice high-end optical sensor that Razer's been using in some of their other products as well. And then you have an RGB logo that is optional to have on. It's minimal. If you turn the RGB off, you can't even see it, so nobody will know that you have a Razer product, I guess. Or maybe you just like all your peripherals to match and not have any logos on them. So that's nice that they at least give you the option, and it doesn't even show the outline of the logo when the light is off. So let's talk about those optical mechanical switches that Razer used first in their Huntsman Elite keyboard and Huntsman keyboard and brought over now to the Viper mouse. It's nice that they have this technology that they can use in more than one product line, because honestly speaking, every mouse company was pretty much using all of the same either Omron switches or whatever like other kind of switches that they would use, the same mechanical switches forever in all of their mice. And now we finally have something a little bit different, a little bit of innovation in the mouse space. It's nice that we've been getting it in the keyboard space, but it's really dope that Razer was the first to do it in the mouse space and bring something different to the market. The whole point of them is just to make the Switch better as a whole. They improve it by making sure that it's a little bit faster than your traditional mechanical Switch, reduce double clicking to a 0, and also make a Switch that lasts longer. It's rated at 70 million clicks, which is about 20 million more than the average mechanical Switch on a gaming mouse. Here's a quick sound test so you guys can hear how all the switches on the mouse sound. The cable that they use is Razer's brand new SpeedFlex cable. Pretty much it's a braided cable that's very similar to a paracord and not really like a traditional braided cable from a couple years ago. It's a much cleaner design than the paracord or paracord-like approach, and basically it's made to be more durable than your traditional braided cable. It's made to be more durable and also prevent the cable from fraying over time, and honestly speaking, it just looks a lot cleaner. It's much easier to put into a mouse bungee, and it's pretty much just very functional and it looks clean. I think that's the whole point of most of Razer's design choices with this mouse, is just for a really clean and simple look. The biggest con that I will say about this mouse is just that the skates are not that great. Like they're normal, like they're pretty much what you're gonna find on all of like Razer's entire other product line. But since I've been using the Model O so much recently and just the skates that come on that, now I'm like, wow, these mice skates are horrible. Like they do not glide the same on the mouse, and I feel like it kind of messes up my tracking a little bit. So my experience using this mouse, I actually really enjoyed it. It's pretty comfortable. The only gripe I said like I have is just the skates, but beyond the mouse skates, it was really good. It's easy to hit flicks with it. The tracking was fine. Not the best tracking, I will say. I think the Model O and the Rival 600 still have it beat with those two sensors, but I digress. I like the size of the side buttons. That's one pro I will give this over the Model O, is that the side buttons are fantastic. They're like the perfect size. The mouse with the cable, it feels wireless, so you really just buy a mouse bungee and then literally it'll be the perfect setup. So I had a pretty good experience using this mouse. It's really comfortable. Honestly speaking, the side buttons are literally the perfect size. They're not too small, they're not too big, but they're really easy to hit. It's comfortable to use. The skates are probably the only bad thing about it, honestly speaking. The cable is perfect. You put the cable in a mouse bungee and it just feels wireless. Aesthetically, it's just pleasing to look at. It's really clean. You don't see any of the insides or any red or green or white wires. The RGB is super clean, and if you hate it, you can just turn it off. Overall, I just think it's a really good experience using the mouse. Now, the nice thing that Razer did with this one, you can use Razer Synapse with this mouse, get it all set up, and now you don't even have to sign in. You can sign in as a guest, get your mouse all set up, and then uninstall Razer Synapse from your computer because all the profiles are gonna be saved on the mouse. The only thing that doesn't save is just the RGB, but that's not really the end of the world. But it's nice that Razer finally listens to the community. They understand that the esports community really is not a big fan of Synapse, and you would really hate to have to install that if you took this mouse to a tournament and you plugged it into one of their computers, and then to get it set up the way that you like, you had to install a software. So Razer did a really good job innovating in the mouse space. I know I touched on it briefly before, but they did a really fantastic job. They were able to achieve an extremely lightweight mouse without using the honeycomb design or cutting holes in the mouse, and still able to make it really comfortable, add a couple extra features. The buttons are all perfect placement, perfect size. And on top of that, you can find this mouse in a retail store. I mean, don't get me wrong, in terms of the competition Final Mouse, all of their drops are all sold out, so you really can't get one without overpaying. The Model O was kind of the same. It wasn't the same situation, but it was just really hard to get one when you wanted to buy one at first. It's readily available now, but they still didn't have really the manufacturing that Razer has in terms of getting the product available in any outlets that you want to get it from. Speaking of outlets, you can buy this mouse in a store. You can walk into a Best Buy, probably in a month or two, walk into a Target or any other kind of store, find this mouse on a store shelf, look at the box, and pick it up. All the competition, there's no way to get an extremely lightweight mouse of this caliber in a retail store the same day. That's the nice part about having such a huge brand, is that you have so many partnerships with retail stores, so many options, and you can send it to anyone and everyone, and then it's just readily available for your customers to walk into a store and pick up. That's the value that Razer can offer that maybe the other companies really can't. I mean, okay, maybe you order it online, you get it in 2, 3, maybe 4 days, and then you can use it. But this one, let's say you got it, for whatever reason, you didn't like it, you just take it back to the store. But I'm actually pretty sure you're gonna like this mouse. Like I said, really the only thing that you need to do to this mouse to make it perfect, buy a couple of those little ceramic skates, or wait for some Hyperglides that come out and spend 20 bucks on those, and buy a mouse bungee. And that's literally it. Now, do I think that this mouse is worth 80 bucks? 80 bucks is a little high. I do think it's worth it. I paid 80 bucks for it. At some point, it's probably gonna go on sale. So if it goes on sale, 70, maybe 60 bucks. Now we're in the same price range as the Model O. And that's just something that's pretty much inevitable. We know that Razer and stuff like that, they have sales all the time online. So it's only a matter of time. If you guys are interested in this mouse, be sure to check out our links in the description below. I will have this link below on Amazon if you guys want to pick it up and have it to your house tomorrow with Prime. And I will also leave a couple links to some mouse bungees and mouse feet that I personally recommend. But that is gonna be all for today's video. I'm gonna leave you guys with a couple gameplay clips at the end. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. We just hit 2,400 subscribers a couple days ago, so we are on our way to 3,000 and we should be there in no time. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave me some comments in the description below. I'll try to answer as many as I can because I know this product is pretty new and you guys are probably curious about some other things that this mouse can offer, if I didn't already answer it in this video. But honestly speaking, this mouse is pretty basic. It's not overly crazy and there really isn't too much to know about it. It's just a really good product at a pretty decent price. So once again, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. I will catch you guys in the next one and enjoy the gameplay clips.